this morning. Got any big tasks to do today, but just a Saturday. It's cool weather. It's September the 7th. First thing I got to do is MJ the buck. He's limping a little bit. I got to check his hooves. And then while I'm out there, when I get done with him, I'm going to go ahead and check Sadie. She's right here in the pen. She had milk about 3 weeks ago, but still hadn't bagged up yet or had a baby, so I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna give her about another couple days. If she don't bag up, I'm gonna put her back in the pasture. I don't know what's, if one of them little goats started nursing on her, which I've never seen, or what. So she should be drying up if she don't have no baby. She's fat enough to have a baby, but so is Honey over there, and I know she ain't pregnant yet. So I'm gonna do MJ's feet, then I'm gonna check Sadie's, do hers. Then what I've been doing, I started yesterday. From over here to there, and I got this workbench from work. I put it here. They upgraded all the workbenches, so I got one of their old ones. But where this shelf is going to sit on this left side here was where I hadn't finished the concrete yet. So I went ahead and got 2 bags. I poured here, and I poured some over there because I thought it might sit there, but it's not. It's going to sit past it. So then my plan is to get a lot of this stuff over here, boxes and stuff, and then the boxes in the floor, and put on this shelf. The little plywood I'm gonna stack on the top, and all this big stuff will sit in between the shelves there, and then I'll be able to get a little of this cleaner and organized. I may end up taking that big one that sticks out so far and putting it up top to put the little ones on, just to get it open a little bit, because it sticks out probably about a foot past the shelves there. But then after, I've got to wait till this dries. I'm going to check it here in a little while, and if this is dry, I'll set that shelf down and start organizing this back a little bit. And once I do that, some of this we'll move over there, probably on this end maybe, just to get this floor cleaned up a little more. Also, later I'll show y'all these little drain things I have recycled. They go on the ground like in a driveway or something, but they were going to throw them away, so I recycled them probably 2 years ago. Well, I ended up using 4 of them. I got to take another 2.5 back there, but I put them on the back of that barn that's in this pasture back here as gutters. So I'm going to try to finish that today too. And then on the end of it, I'm going to take a piece of a plastic drum and screw it to the post. That way when the rainwater runs off, it drops down in there, and the animals can drink that. Then after I get done with that today, another task I want to do is this big barn over here. It's got some trees leaned on it and behind it and on top of it. I want to try to clean that off, and when I get that done, I may get another set of these put on that barn. But then also in about a week, we got pigs coming, so I've got that pig pen tore apart, as y'all seen. I was cleaning it up, trying to dig it out a little bit. I got to put it back together, get ready for them piglets coming in about a week. But first, my most favorite task in the world, wrestling this stinky goat. Let's see if I can figure out why he's limping. did his hoof, so it ain't overgrown or nothing like that. And that bad spot in that hoof that was there, it had gotten a nail in it, I think, or a tack or something. And then it pussed up. I cut it out, just kept a raw like indention in it for a while. But we got it out finally. It's healed up good, that spot is. I think his issue now is scald. It's where it just gets, it's a bacterial thing raw in between his two toes. So I'm gonna put some treatment on it. I don't remember what this stuff is called. Blue powder stuff. Kind of copper, not copper. I don't know. Anyway, put it in between it. I got some LA200 I might shoot in there tonight. I've gotten that stuff on open cuts. It don't feel good, but usually after I treat it with that, after a day, it'll be better. Walk down through here and check the water line, start to slump in some places. here is get all these limbs and trees off this thing. Got a lot on it. Gonna open it up to some sun, but they're all dead and fell down on it. So, but this back here is another. I've got to clear from here. That way, get all this cleaned up and burnt. Get some grass growing in here. Let's get these trees cut off and cleared up. The gutter system on here, catch some of that water, keep it from coming off and washing into there. It comes out right here. It's sloped this way, and I'm gonna put a kind of a rain barrel about a foot, 2 foot deep right here to catch rainwater in. Maybe let the animals drink out. We'll see how clean it stays. May put a filter up there at the top, something rigged up. We got this barn done, and I got that barn done over there. But it's 2 o'clock, Georgia game is on, so let's go eat some lunch and relax for a little bit, cool off. Working, decided, other than on that last video, move this shelf over there in my bee room, put the supers on it, got this workbench put up. I'm gonna put a board across here. I've already got it, I had it hung before, but I hang some of these tools on it, but then I can hang some other stuff over this bench. But what I've been working on today is these L brackets. I'm gonna put, I had a bunch of this I recycled from somebody, this 1x, it's not 1x10s. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them up here to put stuff on all the way across here. If you see on the floor here, there's stuff all the way across here. But my only fear was when I wanted to put the shelf up here, was stuff would fall off on the other side. So what I'm going to do is this shelf, this is the top. I'm going to take extra pieces that I got and nail them on the back, so it'll be just as tall as it is deep. That way I ain't got to worry about nothing falling back on into the stall for the animals to get into. So these will go up there like that, and then there'll also be one standing straight up and down on the back side. Most of these will not span 2 brackets. None of them will span 2 brackets from here to there, so they'll all meet here. So what I did, these brackets really aren't wide enough to screw both in, I'm putting these pieces on here, and that way the 2 boards will meet right here, and I could screw each board into that to keep it mounted, and then screw one screw up through there, probably maybe at an angle to get both boards up here and an angle to get both boards back there. First thing, gotta pre-drill some boards. I'll find me a drill bit so I can do some pre-drilling so it don't split those boards. Alright, that bit seems like it's going to work. Just like that. Nice. That's going to work out good.
And I just counted my boards. Like I said, I recycled these. I just counted them. I've only got enough. Right here, I got one more up here and two more right here. So that'll give me enough to do just the bottoms across there. So what I'm going to do is go over in my scrap plywood pile. I've got a bunch in between the shelves here stacked up when I ordered these. How big back I want. I've got some up here, but this is usually smaller stuff. I've got some bigger stuff down here, like this one. I could probably cut up in 1 foot sections and get everything I need. It's a good sturdy 3/4. Use it to make my backs on those next 3 sections. And it's high enough where the animals can't get to it. It's perfect. But I think the wife can still reach up there, so let's get the rest of these made. What I'll do is when I get done running the fronts, I'll go on the back side and pre-drill a hole and run a screw in it to keep the back from lifting off. That one's bare, other than putting a couple screws in the back side. We'll run the rest of them. Well, story of my life. We're going to finish this up. I got all the boards cut there and I got all the backs cut. They are right here. And that's kind of how it's going to look. But the other ones, like I said, are plywood. I'm going to finish it out with. But I only got one battery left. I just killed it. My other one, it's a rigid 18 volt. I had two of this kit. I've had them probably 6 years now. I got all these rigid tools, but had 2 batteries with originals, and one of them fell off of the tractor or the side-by-side, and I found it buried in the mud probably a month later. I never could get it to work. Cleaned it out, tried to reset it, all the YouTube stuff wouldn't work, so only got one battery. Hadn't went and got another one. It's dead. So I did get all the boards cut, so get the battery charged up. I've got the animals fed. I rotated animals back in the back tonight, and I went ahead and top cut that one right after I rotated them. Bull should be going to the neighbor Saturday. We're gonna rent him out to the neighbor. He's got a bunch of heifers over there. He wants to get bred, so our bull should be going over there Saturday. But today's Thursday, so that's all for today. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'll get a whole lot done. We'll probably go to the game. The wife's off. She's gonna be doing some stuff, so when I get home from work, we'll probably get ready and go to the game. I may come out here and knock this out real quick, but either way, I'll continue this video later. It won't just be this, so I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I've got my back screwed on that second section right here. So I got one section done in the back, on this one done. And this bottom board's screwed in right here. So I'm going to go through, and since these backs are different depth than those backs, the board will step in just a hair. I think it's about an 1/8 inch maybe. So I'm going to go ahead and get this bottom screwed in, and maybe this last one screwed in, and then we'll go on the back side and put these backs on. So let's get that done. put most of the chemicals and stuff here. And that's just an empty, oh, that's a mineral bucket. And you've got my rat bait and scoops and buckets, med box, scale, halters, and then just a battery charger I got over there I use for the tractor. But it cleared out the space right here. So you got a full walking area now. You ain't got, it ain't so cramped and you ain't tripping over stuff. We got about 20 minutes. I want to check. I originally put nails in this top section up here, but I'm going to go back with external screws. What I'm going to do is put screws along the top where I have them now, and then midway on the inside, I can't go all the way to the way I mounted it. See, I got a 2x at the top, a rough cut 2x, and at the bottom it's just screwed straight to that bottom piece of metal on this frame. So it kind of goes down at an angle this way. So what I'm going to do is in between these uprights in the side, in the middle, I'm going to put a 2x in between those and then screw to it to keep them all straight. This first couple were pretty good, but them last ones are starting to pull off at the top and just getting a little warped. So I'm going to run some screws through the tops all the way down and then get some 2x material from the Preacher rough cut stuff, which is where I got this stuff. Do the inside, and then I'm going to take that 2x material, rip it down to 1, and put 1x2s on the seams. I guess you can see right there, each of them have a little crack where they shrunk up over the year. But I'm going to put 1x's and probably end up gluing and nailing them. Hopefully that'll keep them held on there. But for now, let's get the top screwed in.